Yo, what is up everybody? It's Dynamic here and welcome back to another MLW video. Now in today's MLW video, we are going to be talking about the playoff series that just happened between the Pacific Predators and the Midwest Mallards. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go and watch that series. I'll leave the link down below. But more specifically, we are going to be talking about how the MVP race is now looking. Because the two leading guys for this, Jordan Robles of the Midwest Mallards and Ryan Kracht of the Pacific Predators, just faced off, and Jordan Robles had the better performance. So we're going to be getting into that today, and I'm also going to be talking about who I think deserves winning the MVP award. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, make sure you stick around for the full video. As always, got more MLW content coming for you guys down the line, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and also follow my Instagram. I will leave the link down below. But without further ado, let's talk about the MVP race after the series. So I think for this video, it would make the most sense to start with some stats so you guys can know what these two players look like side by side, because let's be honest, the MVP race is really a two-man race. Some people think it's a one-man race, but in my opinion, it's a two-man race. We'll start with Jordan Robles. From the mound, he has a 1.78 ERA with a whopping 65 strikeouts, which is just insane. That's a lot of strikeouts right there. He has a win-loss record of 6-3, which is really well done as well, and he has played 11 games from the mound. We also can't forget that he has had a perfect game this season and also sacrificed a perfect game for himself to just get his guys more experience. And yes, this is Tommy Coughlin's team, but he wasn't at all these series this year, and the captain duties went to Jordan Robles. So honestly, when I look at this team, I kind of see like an Alec Warder, Ryan Kracht situation where you got the veteran, but there's kind of a new guy in town who is the team's best player and gets to make a lot of decisions as well. So that's something that's good for Jordan Robles. On the offensive side, he bats .238 from the plate, which we've seen him bat better before, but that's still pretty solid. He has 2 home runs, an OBP of .475, a slugging percentage of .405, and an OPS of .880. So of course, on the other side, there is Ryan Kracht, who is a multiple-time MVP. He's proven himself time and time and again, and we can look at his pitching stats here. Now, the Predators have pitched 5 guys this season, so they've had a lot of pitchers, and Ryan Kracht is that one consistent guy alongside Evan Porter now. But yeah, they pitched Justin Esch, Stephen McGlade, even Levi Fleer at one point, so it's been very interesting. But for Ryan Kracht, he has a 2.66 ERA, and he also has 49 strikeouts this year with a 4-5 record from the mound. There are more stats to look at, but I kind of want to get it out of the way right now that Jordan Robles statistically is a just better pitcher than Ryan Kracht in almost every way this season. And I do want to get that out of the way because there's not really a stat that Ryan Kracht fans or Predators fans can go to try and disprove that. I mean, Ryan Kracht might have had a harder schedule, I guess, and that's a valid argument to make. But also, if you don't think that Ryan Kracht got out-pitched in the playoff game, I don't know what you were watching. But the good news, if you are a Ryan Kracht supporter, is he is also a better hitter than Jordan Robles in almost every way possible, right? He averaged .361 from the plate, which is much better than Jordan Robles, and also had an OBP of .635, a slugging percentage of 1.111, which is incredible, and an OPS of 1.746, which is insane. He had 9 home runs this year and 15 RBIs, and only got struck out 16 times. Yes, Ryan Kracht almost had more RBIs than he had gotten strucken out, which is just one of the most insane stats that I've ever heard. He also played in all 15 games. Now, before I give you my opinion on who I think should win MVP, I want to talk about the Mallards Predators series, because whether you guys like it or not, the truth is that MLW does take playoff considerations when going into awards. And you saw it happen with the Predators a couple years ago when they gave Levi Fleer the Rookie of the Year award when Levi Fleer didn't have a great rookie year until it actually came to the playoffs. He started dominating, and then that's kind of what won him the award. So while I don't think MLW will base the MVP off of the playoffs, I think they definitely take a look at the playoffs. whether that fans like that or not, I do think that's the truth. So let's talk about the series. So the Mallards were able to win the series 2-0 after the Predators beat the Diamondbacks in the first round of the playoffs. I really like the way that guys like Drew Davis were able to play in this series, and the list kind of ends there because Justin Esch, while he didn't have a horrible series, wasn't as good as he's been in other Predator series. Ryan Kracht as well actually for once didn't look invincible on the mound or at the plate. Levi Fleer couldn't really get much going. It was really all up to Drew Davis and Ryan Kracht getting some hits, and then some of those guys were able to get some singles or end up walking. Ryan Kracht from the mound also did not have his best performance, but on the Mallard side, there is a lot more to talk about because obviously Trey Flood was not at this game, who has been their best hitter up to this point. I mean, he hasn't been their most explosive, but he's had the highest batting average. So, in my opinion, Trey Flood is one of the more reliable guys on this team. Luckily, Tommy Coughlin is able to sub in for him and have the series that he really needed to have. 5 straight hits, such a big help, especially for insurance runs for the Mallards. Whether you like it or not, you have to admit that Tommy Coughlin III was an integral part of this Mallards team in this past series. And if they're missing Trey Flood in the World Series, hopefully Tommy can come up clutch again. Brendan Jorgensen obviously had a couple nice hits. Preston Colm had some nice home runs, and Jordan Robles did his thing. So really all they needed was an elevator performance from Tommy to win this series. They didn't really need much else. Yes, Preston Colm had a huge series. Brendan Jorgensen did pretty well as well. So did Jordan Robles. But they all played at levels that we know that they could play at. So, in my opinion, when you look at that, you just see these two teams and you think, wow, the Mallards are definitely the better team. And you can try and criticize Kraft for not playing Brendan Russell or Evan Porter down the stretch, but those are decisions that needed to be made, in my opinion. If they would have put in a younger pitcher like Evan Porter and then lost the game because of that, that's something I probably would have criticized. So I can't look at that and say, well, why didn't Ryan Kraft play Evan Porter when Kraft is one of the proven GOATs of the league? It just doesn't make any sense. But, you know, some people will end up making that critique. So speaking of MVP, let's finish with who I think will win and then who I think deserves to win. So me personally, I think the MVP award should once again go to Ryan Kraft. He's just one of those guys that you literally have to fight to beat. I mean, he does not have a great roster behind him. He has a decent second arm. He has Justin Esch now. He has Drew Davis, some good hitters. But this team is so inconsistent, and Ryan Kraft is the only consistent player on this team. Jordan Robles is, don't get me wrong, one of the best players in the league, if not the best. I could argue all day that Jordan Robles is a better pitcher than Ryan Kraft now. I don't think that's crazy at all to say that, but when it comes down to it, you need the pitching and the hitting, and the fact that Jordan Robles isn't even really the best hitter on his team, in my opinion, I would put Preston Colm over him at least this season, screams some red flags to me when it comes to like an MVP race. But however, Jordan Robles was able to actually get it done, which Ryan Kraft was not. I mean, Jordan Robles made his first World Series, and he didn't do it all by himself, but he was probably the biggest part of that team. So in my opinion, Jordan Robles, really close second. This is the closest, in my opinion, somebody will be to being Ryan Kraft up to this point. But especially if the Mallards win the World Series, look at Jordan Robles receiving that award. And honestly, I guess I wouldn't really be that mad about it. Both of these guys are really talented, and they both kind of deserve to win. So maybe they'll give it to both of them. Who knows? But anyways, guys, if you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more MLW content. I'm going to have a lot more coming down the line. And peace.